Alright, we're going to be watching Voidox, who's playing Ana. This is Plat 3 on PC on King's Row. Playing well, but still losing. As the title says, I've been trying to climb back up to low diamond, but I'm always stuck in Plat. Yes, some games I played poorly or absolutely got diffed on, but this was one match that I felt I played quite well, yet it wasn't enough. This is the first season I'm really picking up Ana. I always played Mercy, Kiriko, Bap in previous seasons. I've been playing Overwatch since Season 4 and Overwatch 1, so I got experience with a bunch of supports. Was this truly a game that if I played better we could have won, or was this out of my control? So I've already seen this whole replay. You definitely could have won this game, for sure. I think that it was a relatively tough game, but I don't think it was unwinnable by any means. I think your team did a good job stabilizing on third point, and then kind of did a good job initially on offense, and then kind of threw after that. So I would identify three main problems for you. Number one, not saving people. There are times where you have someone who is low and you're like trying to keep them alive, but you don't do a great job either because your accuracy isn't there, or because you forgot to reload, or you didn't throw a grenade, or whatever it ends up being, and you're just not saving teammates. That's number one. That's really killing you. Number two is wasting your abilities, which is especially bad because the Doomfist keeps diving, but frequently you don't have sleeper grenade available because you just chuck them randomly for no real value. And number three is tunnel visioning on the front and not paying attention to your own positioning or whether or not anyone's targeting you. So there are times where you're focused on, a tank or healing somebody in the front, and you don't realize like a Pharaoh or a Junkrat is shooting at you. You're scoped in, and then you die to spam, and that's also costing you a lot. This game feels very representative to me of Platinum, which is it's clear that you generally understand how the game works. You generally have good positioning. You generally understand what your job is. You generally have I would say about average accuracy for your level. I don't think it's above average. I don't think it's below average. I think you have about average accuracy for your level. You know what your abilities do. You know what enemy abilities do. You generally know how to react to this stuff. However, you still have a lot of really significant mistakes that are costing your ability to influence the games. Like, we're not on the level of like micro-analyzing your little decisions. You still have lots of major mistakes that you're making, which is what's accumulating over the course of the game that costs you the win. Alright, so let's start. This is a pretty regular position to play for Ana. It's one of a variety of options. This is probably one of the safest positions to play, but reduces your value. So, for example, playing down here is actually typically easier to get more value because it's you don't get cut off as easily. So you notice back here is that if someone backs up, like to here, you can't see them anymore, which forces you to come forwards and delays your ability to heal them. Sometimes this is relevant, sometimes it's not relevant. Right? And note that's not a problem down here where you'll always maintain LOS of them. But down here is a little more in danger than it is up here. This is going to become relevant here in a second because the Iari, I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly, the Iari is going to die here. So we start, she eats the rocket, and then she eats a grenade, and then she eats a rocket there. I don't know if you could have saved her in this situation. It is close. So she's at 80 health, she has a rocket incoming. She would need, it's also damage boosted, so that's ballpark like 160 damage. I don't think you could mathematically have saved her unless you were very close. If you're like over here, as soon as you saw this, immediately throw a grenade and heal, I think you would have saved her, for sure. But this far away, you can't. In the grand scheme of things, I don't think this is your fault. I mentioned earlier that you let people die. I would not consider this as one of them. So I think this is probably the only one that I wouldn't consider. She dies almost instantly. I would note that it is possible to have saved her if you were playing a closer position. And that's the trade-off with supports, right? The closer you play, the more impact you can have, but the more in danger you are. The farther back you play, the less impact you have, but the less danger you're in. So that's always the balance of playing support, is if you feel like you play well, but you're still losing games, almost always I would say you should play closer to the front, right? For example, I've had support that are like, oh, I only had 2 deaths this game, but I felt like I couldn't do any more. Like, how did we lose? And I take a look at the replay, and they're always playing a mile away from their team. So yeah, they're never in any danger, but they're also not able to help their team because they're way too far away to be able to do anything impactful. So I would encourage you, again, in this situation, I think your position is okay. I would generally prefer probably to play down here as a more aggressive position, but I think it's fine. And I'm noting that, again, I don't think Yari dying is like really your fault here, but I do think you could have saved her if you were playing aggressively. Anyway, that's a small detail. Stop shooting or I guess the second shot was okay. This is going to be on you. So you're going to see right here that the Zarya is trapped. You can tell because the animation went off, A. B, you can tell that she's critical health and not walking backwards. So even if you didn't see the animation go off, Something is wrong because my Zarya is 1/3 health and not walking backwards. Your instinct here should to immediately throw a grenade right here to heal your Zarya and splash anyone in front of them, which is going to reduce the pressure, and then start spam healing your Zarya. Is that what you do? It is not. See? You wait way too long and the Zarya dies. This is 100% on you. So losing your Yari already changes the chance of winning this fight from like 50-50 to like 25% or so. But losing your Zarya makes the chance of winning this fight basically zero. But this is 100% on you. You had plenty of time to react to this. Okay? Right? It's like you got a lot of time here. Starting from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 seconds go by before she dies and you never chuck grenade there. That is 100% a I need to save the Zarya situation. Like, the Zarya dies, this fight is over. From here, nothing else matters. Like, the fight's over. Like, there's nothing you could have done at that point. But, like, letting your Zarya die there is critical. At higher ranks, you cannot have that happen. I would consider that an unforced error. And again, at higher ranks, I would say you basically never see that happen at all. Now, I'm not talking like GM. I'm saying, like, even in, like, mid-diamond Anas do not let their tank die in that situation. I would say even low diamond Anas don't let their tank die in that situation. You don't really need to throw a grenade here, and this is going to get down to general ability usage. So as you start climbing, you're going to need to be more and more optimal with your ability usage. So every single ability time you use an ability, you're going to need to get good value from it. Throwing a grenade here to heal the Yari? Yeah, the Yari here who's missing 50 health, and everybody else who's like missing 25 health or less is bad value. Just shoot the Yari. And this is something I notice is that sometimes you get stressed when you're trying to heal a teammate, and if you feel like your aim's not there, you chuck a grenade at them. I would encourage you to stop that skill completely, even if it costs you games, because you need to train yourself to use darts to heal people, even under pressure. That way you have grenades for high value opportunities. This is a massive waste of grenade. I don't think you get punished for this one, but you're going to get punished for one pretty soon for not having grenade available. So, next up, let's talk about sleep usage. This is one of the most common things I talk about for Ana. You're spamming sleep here. Let's say, hypothetically, you hit the Pharah through this window. In fact, let's even say you hit the Pharah here, and she drops here. Does that result in her dying? Almost 0% chance. And I suspect that if you play mainly support, you have no real feel for when people are killable. But if you sleep a Pharah over here or over here, she's not going to die. And that's going to waste the sleep. Like, it will have given you no real meaningful value. And holding that sleep, for example, for a Doomfist dive or a Pharah dive is much higher value than just spamming sleep right now. Versus, if you slept the Pharah here, yeah, she's going to die, right? Like, she's going to fall down and she's going to die. That's a great sleep. Sleeping a Doom over here, that's great value, right? He's going to be in big trouble here. Those are things that allow you to change games. You spamming sleep through a window here, not good value. Again, even if you hit the Pharah here, it does not matter, and because the fight has not committed in earnest, even disabling her for 5 seconds or whatever sleep time is not going to change anything about the nature of this fight. Meanwhile, your sleep is on cooldown for 13 seconds. Just chilling here. One thing to note here is that the Junkrat spam is kind of brutal, because what's happening is that it's landing against the back wall, and then it's exploding, right, that one hit you direct, then it's exploding next to you repeatedly. So, A, you're not tracking the spam coming in, but B, you should strongly consider rotating up here and playing here as an option to at minimum cut down the Junkrat spam. The Pharah is still going to be a problem, for sure, but like, there's no spot you could play where the Pharah can't shoot rockets at you. But that's just something I would point out. The other option is to play inside of the doorway here, and then you get most of your line of sight. The problem is that you can't see the Zarya if she steps forward, so this only works when the Zarya is playing like this spot. But playing here and then grabbing the Mega, right? But if you play close here, you see your Zarya go in the corner, you can step up over here and then come back at Mega and go back and fight again. Another option would be to play this doorway, which will basically completely protect you from the Pharah, right? The Pharah does not have an angle to attack if you are in this doorway, but if they push in really hard, you're going to run out of space very quickly. So the pros and cons to all the possible spots. But I'm just noting that where you're playing, you need to constantly be tracking the Junkrat spam. I would feel comfortable doing that. Like, I would see out of the corner of my eye all the spam coming and be able to visually track it and stay out of the way. But if you're having trouble with that, you might want to just change your positioning to make your life easier. So, grenades. I'm sure you've heard that on a grenade should almost always be thrown at the enemy, with a very rare exception of when you need to save your teammate with it. Like 100% you must save a teammate with it. Other than that, like 90% plus your grenade should be at the enemy. So you throw the grenade at the enemy. Here's the problem. Is this grenade gonna kill anyone? Let's say that they didn't just hit. Let's say they hit all 3 people here. Is that gonna kill them? Probably not, because their positioning right now is good. There's lots of cover here. Your team is playing back. Your Zarya's playing at the choke. Most likely, they're like, oh, we got hit by a grenade, and they just walk around the corner and they live. You need to save grenade for when it will get you good value. Right now, this is not a kill opportunity. Okay, and I don't think that you see that, and that's the reason. Like, that's the difference between you and Platinum versus like an Ana in Diamond or an Ana in Masters, is that you don't see when people are killable, and so you just chuck the grenades out there thinking it's going to do something. It's not, and now you've wasted grenade for another 5 seconds. Now see that the Doomfist has gone in, and if the Doomfist had committed somebody, for example, if you went in and punched, let's say, the Junkrat or the Yari, you would severely regret not having grenade at this moment in time. So you spam another sleep. Again, is this going to result in the kill? Probably not. There are 2 supports back here. So it's unlikely that this gets a kill. I would save this, knowing the Doom is going to dive in again. Right? Now you have Doom. By the way, at higher ranks, everyone will be tracking your Sleep Dart. Sleep Dart and Grenade. I guarantee you, all 5 people, and frankly your team too, all 5 people on the enemy team will know whether or not you have Sleep or Grenade available at any moment in time in the game. Like, all game long. They're very loud, very obvious indicators. They will know whether or not you have them, and they will play very differently. The moment that I see Ana use Sleep and Grenade, whether I'm playing tank or DPS support, I kill her. Right? If you have not gotten good value from them, you're gonna die. I'm just making that the expectation here very clear. So Doom has come in, right? Keeping people healed. You should reload right now. You have 5 AL. You should reload. You really should have reloaded already. You chuck this grenade. Your Zarya doesn't need it. Your Zarya's fine. Zarya's totally fine here. She does not need it. You really needed to help your soldier in this situation who gets super low. She slides out. Great. Another sleep that you spam out for no value. And now you don't have sleep again. Junkrat manages to die, which is great. Alright. So, Nano comes in. So, Doom's coming. I don't know why you're throwing a grenade right now. So, he gets nanoed, which means I know he's going to initiate pretty soon. The fact that he hasn't gone already means that he's either waiting for an opportunity or he's waiting for cooldowns. He is waiting for cooldowns in this case, right? So he's got 5 seconds left. So I know he's coming. He's going to be going on somebody. I got to save sleep and grenade ready to save somebody. Instead, you chuck grenade. He comes down. Okay, here's a slam. All right, great. Sleep him. You know, he's going to charge a punch. He's going to go after somebody, try to sleep him to save your teammate. Wait, you don't have sleep. Why don't you have sleep? Because you wasted it. This is what I'm talking about, where I'm like, you need to have abilities available to save people and not just chuck them out randomly. See? Like, he charges for a long time here. As soon as I see him come down, I walk forwards, not backwards. I walk forwards, and I prep sleep, and then right when he's about to come down, I trigger sleep, so that as soon as he's vulnerable, the sleep goes out and pops him. See? You have plenty of time here to pop sleep on him. And as a result, your Junkrat is going to die because you don't have sleep available. Also note that if you had grenade available, you could have saved the Junkrat here by pre-firing the grenade into the wall. Like, let's say you had used sleep for something useful. He comes down. I know right away he's going towards them. And he's going to try to slam the wall. I chucked a grenade over here. Especially because Riptire goes off, so he's going for the Junkrat. So, like, you both could have shut down the Doom, and saved your team at the same time if you just had abilities available, which you didn't. Now you fire sleep again randomly, but at this point you lost your Junkrat. Right, your Yari's in deep for some reason. And now we're in a 3-on-5 situation. Everyone should be retreating. You're trying to do your best. I would note, remember that grenade that you wasted earlier? Doom does not kill you here if you have grenade. Right now, turn straight down and grenade, and you live. And then you're good, right? And then you're good. Then you sleep the Doom as he blocks. Maybe he dies, but then Pharaoh pops ultimate. I mean, it kind of is what it is, right? There's only so much you can do. But my point is that you don't have options to change the game because you're wasting your abilities. Alright, coming up forwards. As a reminder, Doomfist has been a problem all game long and has been, going after you. You really should save sleep to protect you and your team. This is a good example where you're just not looking at spam at all. Also, you throw this grenade to save the Yari, which is, like, very silly. This grenade is not going to reach her. Like, I can already tell, like, it's going to get LOS blocked by the corner. You should have been rotating to the left as soon as you saw the Yari was in trouble, and then try to heal her from here, because that's instant versus waiting for the grenade travel time. You have so much time to watch the Junkrat grenade come. So you're going to see this one? It's coming, 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 and you strafe back into it. Stuff like that's why you're in Platinum, right? Because you're just not able to track like spam and stay out of the way, and now you have 120 less health than you should. Actually, I think it's going to get you a splash, not a full. So you have 80 less health than you should. 60 less health, give or take. So Doom's coming in. Would have been a great opportunity to sleep him right now as he goes right to left. Also, great opportunity to chuck grenade into the back room, right? Either this side or this side to try to save your Junkrat. You don't have either one of those available because you have wasted them, and the Junkrat's going to die. So another opportunity where you could have saved the teammate and would have changed the outcome. By the way, you could have saved both the Iari and the Junkrat here, but you saved neither one of them. And I think it's probably pretty obvious that if you let two teammates die, your chance of winning the fight is near zero. Zarya is high energy right now, trying to get away. I would strongly consider popping Nano right now just to keep her alive, because if you don't, then she is going to need to reset her energy completely. So you do have an opportunity here to save the Zarya. You check the grenade. It's too late. I understand, though, because Doom does punch right now. Yeah, Doom does punch, but like right now, or even earlier, I would have considered popping Nano at this moment in time. The card has not popped, has not come to the point yet, has not captured. So you can pop Nano right now. She potentially could melt the Doom, melt the Junkrat, etc. And like at a minimum, hold this corner, if not possibly walk up. I think it's unlikely, but I think popping Nano just to save her life is worth it for charge, because you're gonna get Nano back anyway, and like you have plenty of time to get it. So you lost your Zarya, so all tank momentum is gone. I would point out again, if I was the tank, I'd be pretty frustrated because I would feel like I'm really not getting enough help from you. Like, there's not enough purples on the enemies. There's no sleep to shut down the Doom or shut down anybody in the opposing team. And, like, what have you done? Have you popped Nano this whole game? Yeah, you have not popped Nano in either of the first 2 points. Right? This is a big problem. So we're talking minus door time. We're talking like 3.5 minutes that you have not popped Nano at all. During this period of time, I would have already popped Nano twice. So that's a problem, right? Your ultimates are not having effect. Reasonable sleep, missing it there is not a big deal. Like, I don't mind that you miss that sleep. I think it's a relatively easy sleep. I think it's fine that you miss that sleep. But like, I think that's a good value sleep to potentially kill. He's like pretty overextended. Your Junkrat's shooting at him, or rather, I don't know why I say Junkrat shooting at him. Your soldier could go up there and kill him. Like, you could potentially kill him depending on where he gets slept. He gets slept close on the close edge, or you could grenade him. A soldier can come up here and kill him on the side. Bastion could potentially kill him with a grenade. There's options here. I think this is a good sleep. Right? This is probably the only sleep that you fired that's like, I'm like, oh, that's actually good. Bastion has gone tank form. As soon as he goes tank form, you should immediately start pocketing him. Bastion in tank form is going to be a huge target. I would just straight up like scope and keep healing him right now, even if he's not taking damage, because he may start taking damage very quickly. He doesn't in this situation, but in a lot of situations he will. So, you notice that you did sleep correctly here, right? He came down, you popped sleep at the right timing, immediately slept them. That's great. That's what sleep is for. In this scenario, he's like super low as it is, and it's a bad idea for him to go in, but whatever. Right? That's the right idea for like what you want out of sleep. But after you pop this, you should have immediately started shooting at the Pharah. Right? I would in fact chuck a grenade at the Pharah and then shoot her, just to make sure that she dies. And I think that sleep is okay because you're in like neutral phase. Like, you might have gotten a pick there, but I don't think it's a great value. Very lucky that the soldier does not get punched there. She's kind of out of position. You rotate here. I think this is an okay rotate. The problem is your team's moving forward, and I kind of felt that already. This grenade is no good. I think you need to walk forward, right? If your team walks forward, you walk forwards. Don't just hold this spot because you feel safe. Walk forward with your team in case something is going to happen that they need you for. You're not doing anything here, right? Walk forwards. At a minimum, keep your soldier up. Don't fire sleeps if you don't know for sure they're going to peek, right? After he fires that first shot and doesn't re-peek, I do not fire that sleep. Oh, you need to save the Yari. Is that the Yari or soldier? And it's like hard for me to tell now. Crap, that's the Yari. Alright, so they've swapped Zarya. I don't know what you're doing. Reload. You get, yep. Yeah. See, like, this downtime for you is bad. I know you're like probably confused as to what the Bastion is doing. Bastion might be hiding to try to pop ultimate, like trying to make a decision, looking at the scoreboard, whatever it ends up being. It doesn't matter. It's not your job, right? Keep your tank up. Keep your tank up. Keep your tank healed. You see, your tank has already taken 200 something damage without you healing, which is a lot because Zarya only has 475. You got to be healing here. You have to be healing here. This grenade's wildly off target. You're not healing the Zarya at all. Thankfully the Yari is, but like you did not heal the Zarya at all. But Yara's going to be healing. You have opportunities to kill the Junkrat here, right? The Junkrat's exposed for quite a while. Right? That's one shot. That's a second shot. Third shot. Right? Maybe 4 shots you could have gotten in on the Junkrat. Even if you don't kill him, it's enough to force him back. You're going to pop sleep here. Again, is this high value streak? It is not. Even if you hit the Zen's not going to die. He's going to be flat on the ground, really far away. And maybe with a Bastion ulti actually could kill him, but in general, I think this is not such a big deal. But as a note, this is Bastion's in trouble. This is an easy save with grenade, right? You just grenade him, heal, heal, heal. He's never going to die to Hanzo. Instead, you don't have grenade, so the Bastion dies. And I'm very curious, like when this happens, do you think that this is the Bastion's fault, or do you think that this is your fault, or do you think this just happens? Because from my perspective, this is very obviously your fault. Like the Bastion was right next to you the whole time. The Hanzo was even pinged by the opposing team. He's getting double teamed right now. He kills, or either he kills an Ana back there, but the Sojourn kills one, I think. Yeah, Sojourn kills one. This is an easy save. Like this is like a bread and butter, like, you know, this is like a layup in basketball. Like you should never have let the Bastion die in this situation. Like this is unacceptable. Big problem. So one thing to note is if the Bastion, if their team keeps taking cover on the left side of the cart, consider playing this room instead, which gives you full line of sight of everything. Playing here, if they go to left side of cart, they're going to break LOS of you. And yeah, it's like partially a responsibility to like worry about that, but they don't always have control over the situation. So they're going to need teams going to start pushing in. This is a 5-on-5. You're in the neutral phase, right? Healing at the Bastion. Great. Why do we pop Nano here? Right? Let's think about this. Why did we pop Nano? What did we see or feel that made Nano feel like the right call? Is it because their Zarya popped Nano? Or their Ana popped Nano? Because their Nano Junkrat is so far away. Like your team's doing the correct call, which is rotating backwards. Like this Junkrat's not a threat at all. Like he's so far away. And if he was gonna kill someone, it wouldn't be your Zarya, it'd be one of the squishies who get like instantly burst killed or something. But Nano doesn't change Junkrat's breakpoints. He still requires 2 shots to kill anybody. So there's no reason to believe that you needed to pop Nano here. And now your Zarya has Nano, but the problem is she's really far away from the enemy team, and she has no bubbles. I'm 100% sure your Zarya was very surprised to be getting Nano right now. And let's see, what can your Zarya do with Nano? Not a whole lot. Right? This Nano got completely wasted. And yeah, your Zarya could be better mechanically, but like that's not the problem. The problem is your Zarya was not expecting Nano, and she's way far back, and she has no ammo. She has to reload, she has to walk forwards. The enemy team has plenty of time to back up. Both Anas on both teams wasted their Nanos in this situation. This is a really bad call. Okay, so you're going to pop Nano here, and then you're going to die. Now, why do you die? Well, once again, you see the Junkrat grenades coming. All right, here comes another. Right? Junkrat fires 5 at a time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you're going to see another one coming, and you walk straight into it. Okay, unfortunate, and then this right click is going to kill you. This is another reason why you don't want to play so close to this choke, because you're going to get spammed out really, really easily. Versus if you play here, like this is very, very safe, relatively speaking, and you can get the Mega if you do take spam and reset the fight. But this is rough. You should not have died here. This is another I would consider unforced error. Like, no one was targeting you. You weren't in a 1v1. Nobody was at close range. You shouldn't have died there. Tire's going to come. Not a lot you can do about that. Alright, I'm going to chill. So this is reset. That's fine. Right, reload. So you're going to see that grenade go in. I think you're grenading yourself because you see the grenade go in. I think this is not a great call, but I understand it because you're kind of worried about dying from spam. But I think that you had plenty of time to just like step back here, reheal, and come back without tossing the grenade. Right, reset. No, just walk back. Yeah, just go back for a second and get healed. Just like walk here for like a second and a half, right? Actually, I guess you have to walk all the way back over there, but yep, this is fine, right? So grab goes. I think it's the right general instinct to nade the grab, but I think you have plenty of time to realize there's only one target in it, and you don't need to nade the grab. Right, I see there's only one target. I do not want to nade. In fact, if anything, I'm going to nade right here between my Zarya and Sojourn to make sure that my Sojourn lives. That's the priority here. You sleep the Zarya, which is the right call. Hanzo's shooting you from high ground, and then you're going to get beamed down and killed. Your options are relatively limited right now without grenade. You did sleep the Zarya, which is great, but again, the nade on the grab was bad. I think this situation you just need to play slow. You step out here. I understand swinging with the Zarya to go look at the grab, but as soon as you're like, wait, nope, okay, that person's gonna die. Like there's a high energy Zarya in her face. Like the Ana's dead. I need to worry about it. Focus on keeping yourself and the Sojourn alive. But you see how you walk too far out. You gotta come back in. You need grenade right now to keep yourself alive / the Sojourn. A grenade would be huge. Right? Then you can get away, but you walk back out and you die. And without you, they're gonna cap. Alright, offense. So I think first point's going to be a steamroll. Another grenade, which is low value. Like, who are you even chucking this grenade at? It just seems like you're just throwing grenades to throw grenades. This grenade isn't even close to anyone. Like, this is not an aim issue. You're just literally chucking it into thin air. At any rate, your team just kind of steamrolls them. Not really from anything that you did. That's first point. Great. Jumping forwards. Cart's moving. So... Oh, you're waiting for the tire. That's what's going on. Yeah, I think it's fine. Just looking back, I would have tried to scope and shoot it there. You lost the R. It's unfortunate. You see the Pharah. Yep, go for her. Nope, can't get her. Nothing you can really do about that. I would chuck grenade immediately, though, to try to keep my Bastion alive. Right? That should have been a chucked grenade, like, into high on this wall to splash and save your Bastion. Probably wouldn't have saved him, but... You know, why not try? Well, and you see again that you're going to walk into spam. Like, this spam is so obvious. This is what I mean about tunnel vision, right? This spam is so obvious to me. Like, you can't die to this. It's not going to make a difference in this fight, but as we pointed out in other situations, it costs your team the fight. So you're having trouble healing your Sojourn here. This is kind of an accuracy issue. You're also walking to spam again. You chuck grenade, as I mentioned. Do not chuck grenade at teammates unless you absolutely need to. You do not need to. There's plenty of time here to heal the Sojourn. You should have saved the grenade. You still haven't healed the Sojourn yet. You still haven't healed the Sojourn yet, right? Now you have to rotate over. You missed that shot, which is really unfortunate. You fired one dart too many. You need to know how much healing dart does, right? You only need 3 to heal them up. You do not need that 4th dart. This is a mistake, right? Now you see how low your Bastion is? Like, your Bastion could have died there. This is a reasonable grenade, right? Walking forward to the team. The problem is you're going to hear / see the Pharah, and you should have realized, oh shoot, I can't step forward. I need to stay back to look at the Pharah and challenge or hide, depending on what she's doing. But because you're walking forwards, this is an easy kill for the Pharah. So I'm going to show you from the Pharah perspective. Right, you're going to hear, you know the Pharah's here. You can see the Pharah right now while she went in the air. She shoots, right? She takes 4 rockets to kill you. This is no good. Like, this can't be happening. You're just not tracking spam at all. Because you're tunnel visioning on the front. But, like, if I see this, like, I already purpled 2 of them. My Zarya's high energy. She's got bubble. I assume we're good here. I don't need to be walking forward so aggressively to try to confirm this kill. And then you die. You also walk past... Even if the Pharah didn't kill you, walking past the Zarya here is going to be fatal. And the Zarya's going to kill you. Right? Alright. So you're going to come back forwards. You're going to be late to this fight, obviously, because you had to respond and walk back. Kill the Pharah, please. Oh my god. Alright. Okay, so obviously some accuracy issues here. This was an easy shot. That's an easy shot. That was a harder shot. You didn't need sleep there because she has 1 health. I mean, maybe you're trying to kill her with the sleep dart. It would not have, but it would have dropped her and then you could have killed her. But, like, just shoot her or throw a grenade earlier. Like, I would have understand grenade right here to confirm the kill, but then you, like, wait, you miss sleep, then you chuck grenade. It's too late. So now you've wasted sleep and grenade just to kill the Pharah. Your Bastion dies while you were not, you know, engaged with this. It took you way too long to confirm this kill. Again, if you've been up here, you know, maybe you could have saved the Bastion, you could have slept the Zarya, you could have nandled your Zarya, you could have nandled Sojourn. You got a lot of options here, but you can't do any of them if you can't kill that Pharah quickly. Yeah, keep your Zarya alive. Yep, keep your Zarya alive, keep your Zarya alive. Like, you're just not healing as fast as you can, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like, you're missing 3 darts here that you could be getting in. Just keep healing the Zarya. No, what are you doing? Just keep healing the Zarya. Right? The nano's about to run out, and that Zarya's running out of ammo. Right? 30, 20, 10. See? She's out of ammo. Like, you were very lucky that your Zarya did not die here. No, oh man. I think at this point, I would just nano my Zarya, because like, the whole team is, like, kind of committed really, really far. Like, she might be able to do something here in this situation, but I think Nana wasn't even necessary if you just healed her enough. Losing your Zarya there is really bad. And this is what I mean. It's like from a tank perspective, I'd be so frustrated because I'd be so confused like why I'm not being healed. Like as I come backwards, right? They just start. Where's the healing? 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 You know, like you go such long periods without healing your Zarya, and if you want to climb, like you need to be able to convert plays like this. It's a very straightforward play. I'm not asking you to outduel a Genji or something. Like just heal the Zarya. Like that is what's required to help win this game, because otherwise your tank can't do anything. Heal the Sojourn first. So as soon as you ate that spam, or they ate the spam, you should be healing the Sojourn. Healing Sojourn, healing Sojourn, healing Sojourn, healing. Like, you see how slow it, like your reactions are just not fast enough for Diamond Plus. Like you need to see, like, okay, who's critical? Right, yeah, heal the Bastion. Okay, fine. As soon as the Sojourn gets hit, heal Sojourn, heal Sojourn, Sojourn. Sojourn's the one who's gonna die here. Gotta be quicker. Pharah's zoning you with rockets. That's fine, right? You can step forward now. She's purple. Reload. Just reload. While she's purple, like, be efficient with your time. You can't heal her. You can't heal her. So reload, 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 reload. Really need to reload right now. Right? Now you have 2 ammo walking forwards. You have 2 ammo. You have 2 ammo. You chuck a grenade really deep that's not hitting anybody. Then your Bastion is going to die in front of your face. Oh, why does he die? Because you can't heal him. Why can't you heal him? Because you never reloaded. You have 0 ammo right now. Like, you're just letting people die over and over and over again. And it's, like, brutal. Because, like, this stuff costs you games. Right? Losing one player turns a fight from 50-50 to 25-75 in the opposing team's favor. Losing a third player makes it like 5% chance that you'll win the fight. Like, you can't let people die. And this isn't about heal botting or whatever. Like, these are very straightforward plays. Like, this is a very easy, like, you're not under any pressure. It's not like the Pharaoh or Junkrat shooting at you. It's not like you're low. It's not like you need to dodge, you know, a Bob or something. Like, the Bastion's literally just walking backwards. Right? You, like, waste grenade. You also could sleep the Zarya here, potentially to save. And you just let your Bastion die. And if you lose let your Bastion die, like, of course, your team's not going to have any pressure anymore. Right, pushing again. So, I'm going to see how you waste grenade this time. Your Sojourn does not need grenade. Like, look at your Sojourn right now. Your Sojourn is missing 60 health, okay? 1 dart heals her to full. 1 dart heals her to full. Why are you chucking grenade right now? Nobody else is injured. You chuck grenade, which means your Zarya's like, the other Zarya's like, oh, great, they don't have grenade? So she's going to see this. Right? She's playing slow, damaging, right? And she's going to understand. I want to go back to where she recognizes the grenade goes off. Right? She's going to hear the grenade right there when the grenade goes in. So from here, she knows, okay, they don't have grenade, which means they have a lot less healing, which means I grab, and now everybody dies. Right? With grenade, your team lives just a little bit longer, and maybe kills the Pharah, maybe kills the Zarya, but at least has a better chance than nothing. And that's what you save grenades and sleeps for, right? Those high-value opportunities, not just chucking it out randomly. I guarantee you, if you just wait a little bit, like, you'll get a better opportunity than just randomly throwing it into air. This grenade is wildly off. Again, if you threw it here, you would have healed the Zarya, the Bastion, and killed the Junkrat all at once. That would have been a big play. You do not convert said big play. And your Zarya is going to die here because you were going to over-index on the Bastion. The Bastion right now is no longer in danger. Like, he's low, but he's not in danger. The Zarya is in danger right now because she's still really far forwards. You need to heal the Zarya right now. So, you don't. Zarya dies. Again, she loses energy. Remember, Zarya needs to build energy every single time. It's a slow process, but once she gets up really high energy, you just need to pocket her and she wins games. You're just not doing it for her. So, Sojourn pops ulti. The Zarya's going to walk forwards. Alright, you grenade her. I wouldn't grenade initially unless you know for sure she doesn't have bubbles. I wasn't tracking bubbles because obviously I'm skipping through this. But I would expect her to have at least 1 bubble right now, so I would not grenade her. I would just shoot her. Now I would grenade her. Right? Like, this is the moment in time where now I want to grenade her to make sure that she dies. But grenade here would have been huge. It would have saved your Iari and the Zarya. Granted, there's no reason for your Iari to walk in a straight line at her, but, like, you've made so many mistakes that you can't complain about anybody. You hear the Fear boost, yeah, that's good, right? That's good instinct. Is like you hear the Fear boost and immediately look up. You're like, okay, is it a threat? Okay, not a problem for me. I only have 1 shot though, so heal and reload. With only me, Bastion, and Zarya left, I know that I probably need to do a lot here to help take the Fear out. So come forwards, heal the Bastion as you're coming forwards, right? Heal the Bastion, heal the Bastion, heal the Bastion, heal the Bastion, right? Get one more heal here. You do not need that grenade. That grenade is silly. Maybe you're trying to kill the trap. I don't know if you saw the trap though, but regardless, I would have saved the grenade. I would have rotated left, and I would have tried to kill the Pharah. Tyra's coming. Tyra, you're in big trouble. Okay, we'll do it. Right? Good reactions. Right? Grenades. I would not have nanoed right away. Because Kiriko or Moira's not going to kill the Zarya alone, right? It's only 2 supports right now. I'm not worried about my Zarya dying. If I just pocket the Zarya for the moment, I wait to see whether I actually need nano here, and then I pop nano after that. I think it's a relatively high-level call to understand that you don't need to nano the Zarya here, but I'm just noting the better play would have been to hold nano for at least a little bit to confirm what was going on. I want to wait until the Zarya has a good opportunity and then pop nano. So, for example, right now is a way better opportunity to pop nano, like as she's on top of people. But once I see Junkrat, like I kind of need to like play on the inside corner. But she's gonna drop in and kill me. But popping nano right now gives your Zarya a much higher chance, a much longer time period to win this fight. Versus like you see now that the nano's expired. So let's track this backwards. Right? You pop nano right now, but the Zarya doesn't have anybody to target. Right? There's Fade. Right? Because she could have forced Fade without nano. It's not like the Moira stuck around because would have stuck around if she wasn't nano. The Moira was going to fade no matter what as soon as she got pressure. So then pop nano now, and she has an opportunity to actually kill people. But at this point, you know, not a lot you can do. I think the game's over from this point in time. Like, you're never going to get there in time to challenge. Okay, backing up. Your primary question, was this truly a game that if I played better we could have won, or was this out of my control? Absolutely you could have won this game. Absolutely could have won this game. I think even for a mid-diamond player, I think the chance of them winning this game is like 70% plus. Pretty easy. I'd say for a Masters level player, I think this is like an 85% plus win chance of a game. Right? I think the play that you demonstrated for your level in this game felt like 40% win rate type level. I think you made way too many errors, and you almost never made any plays. Like, if we go through this game, we're like, hey, did you make any significant plays? Did you pick off somebody? Did you get a especially difficult heal? Did you have great positioning? Did you counter, like, a grab or something? Shut down an ultimate? No, I don't think you got any of those all game. So that's why I think 40% is, like, a upper level of what I would expect your chance of winning this game was. So, yeah, definitely could have won this game. So, in summary of tips, number 1 is saving teammates. Please save teammates. It's like so easy. Like, have ammo, have line of sight, good healing accuracy. You gotta do it, right? Saving teammates is number 1. Number 2, wasting grenades and sleeps all the time for minimal to no value, and then not having it when you really need it. Number 3, dying to spam. Those are the biggest problems by far. In distant 4th place, I would say having better ultimates. Both using ultimates, because like you went a long period without using your ultimate, and Nano's one of the fastest charging ultimates in the game. Both using ultimates, but also knowing when to pop ultimates. I would note, again, this is a distant 4th place compared to 1, 2, and 3, which are much bigger problems. Okay, I will stop there. Hopefully this is helpful.